Welcome into Spirits Take. I'm Ben Garrett, standing with Chuck Rounsaville.
Grinning Chuck Rounsaville.
Grinning Chuck Rounsaville, following Ole Miss's 23-17 win over number 3 Alabama. A crazy scene, a crazy game, and if you'd have told me at 14-3 at halftime that that's what would happen, I'd have laughed in your face.
Yeah, I think anybody would have been demoralized after they scooped and scored on a late fumble, real late in the first half. Everybody except the team. That's what the amazing thing is. It deflated the whole crowd momentarily, but it didn't deflate that team. They went in at halftime, they took care of business, they made their adjustments, and they came out and they played hard and they pulled the game out. Amazing.
I put it out there somewhere that it was the most non-Ole Miss, for a while it was the most Ole Miss game, then it was the most non-Ole Miss game, then you missed the extra point, but this Ole Miss team overcame all the things that would beat a previous Ole Miss team, okay. And I think that says something about the identity of this team and just how strong.
No question. I mean, Octavius Mathers was obviously face masked right when he fumbled, and for them to miss that call, and for them to scoop and score right there, you're saying, okay, here we go again. And anybody that's sane would say that. I mean, I don't think that was a defeatist attitude. I just think that's, well, you know, what you think when that happens. But again, this team came back, they rose up. I think the defensive stand coming out of the halftime by the Ole Miss defense, rising up and keeping no points, and then Evan Ingram's 50-yard pass from Bo Wallace sparked the offense, and we were downhill from there.
Bo said it that offensively he knew they had them because he could see the field. He knew what they were doing. They just had to execute. And we'll get to the offense maybe in a second, but I want to say something like defensively, Ole Miss has a national championship caliber defense. That's true. They can stop anybody, so they'll be in every single game they play. I'm not saying that they're going to be that, but this defense, and I think it spoke to it today by how well they played against a tough offense, an offense that had been rolling. This defense is that good, and Ole Miss fans need to accept that this is as good a defense as they've ever had.
Hey, the bottom line, they gave up 10 points.
Yeah.
I mean, the offense gave up 7. They gave up 10 points to Alabama, a team that can run, throw, the quarterback's a threat to run. They've got a great offensive coordinator in Lane Kiffin. They got a great system, 5-star athletes everywhere. They gave up 10 points. That's all you got to say.
And offensively, you can't say enough about Bo Wallace. The narrative is always good Bo, bad Bo. Which one will you get? Today, bottom line, he made plays and he made the throws. And that throw to Jalen Walton, I mean, it had to be in a specific spot, and he made the throw. Yeah,
but let me tell you, I'm going to back up just a minute. And you're right about how Bo played. But the question mark all year has been the offensive line. Mm-hmm. And while we didn't run it down Alabama's throat and we didn't pass it all over the yard, we were effective, and we were effective because Bo had time to operate. He was under pressure some, and he's going to be under pressure in every game. I mean, the SEC defenses are too good. But for the most part, he had time to throw the football. And my hat's off to that offensive line, Matt Luke, the job he did getting them ready, and the progress they have made since the first game when they had 8 false starts against Boise State to this point, knocking off Alabama against that defense. Hats off.
The SEC West is a gauntlet, and next week is Texas A&M. But for tonight, enjoy the game because Ole Miss just upset number 1 Alabama in the coaches poll, number 3 in the AP poll, and Chuck tells me that I can't wear flip-flops anymore. I wore shoes today, and I can't wear flip-flops anymore. So there you go. This has been Spirits Take. We'll be back next week. Thanks for watching.
Hotty toddy.